I'm still hungry because big dogs gotta eat. People keep saying I'm gonna get lazy or stray away from the visions and values that make me who I am. Well, this is me saying I'm gonna stay after it and keep doing good things. Let's go. Lock in.
Episode 8. Talking about all sorts of jazz. Back here again. Eating macaroni.
It's not macaroni.
Looks like macaroni.
Cavatelli with tuna and zucchini. Yeah. Starting this one off a little somber.
Why is that?
The tone.
No, not really. No, I'm in pretty good mood.
Anyway, where are we gonna start this?
Except for the rain. That blows. But yeah, man. Ugh, I've been fucking having a rough go of it this week. Till then. Still keeping a relatively good mood, but oh, dude, for at least a good 3 days after that, like every time I shut my eyes, I'll just see that. But
See what?
the fucking, well, sometimes it's the light and sometimes it's the crowd, but the crowd one hurts more. That bomb was pretty bad, but maybe we'll circle back to it.
But yeah, we'll circle back. We were talking about some stuff before we got on, and then you said, let's roll. I said, Autobots, let's roll out. And so I was wondering if you were going to take us back to where we stopped.
Yeah, so, I'm a big storyteller. If you watch this, you kind of see that. And I keep trying to tell you that you're interesting all the time. And you don't let people see that because I think you look at those people like, if you think you're that interesting, you're about yourself. And there's nothing about that. Just not being ashamed of like the shit that you had come before that. There's nothing wrong with talking about yourself, especially on this.
Well,
but then you said
sure, it's not like, I don't know. I think you did hit a couple of nails. You are correct with some of those things you were saying, but go on.
What do you mean?
Oh, like, it's maybe like a preconceived notion that talking about that if you have, the way you phrased it was good, that it's like if you're interesting or talking about or telling stories, that it's all about yourself or whatever, because maybe it's something that I've carried and had that thought personally, because I've never, sure, I've done cool things, but I feel like everyone else's stories are cooler. Everyone else has cool things. And it's like I don't feel like I'm really that interested.
Why you got to compare?
I don't know. Just listening. I don't know why. That's a great question. Why do I have to compare? But I don't know if that has to. I don't know. That's a good question.
That's how that seems. That when you're thinking about other people having cooler shit to talk about, it's that doesn't matter. It's you still have to show what you are, or you're a constant question mark.
That is kind of true, but I feel like if you listen, you understand who people are. So you just have to. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. I listen, so then through listening, I can understand who people are, what makes them, makes them them, I guess. But I don't know, but for other people, it's not the same. I don't know.
It's where it's different for me. It's nah. I know that there's somebody out there, either A, going through the same shit, or B, it's maybe that's what you find interesting. And then there's people that and that already care about you. So if they're not gonna not want to know what's up, what's going on, what you've been up to. There's nothing that.
But that's different than storytelling. If I go and fucking sit about the one time that I ate cake in the fucking second grade, like, who the fuck cares?
Well, yeah, that's different, but there's more interesting shit than that about you.
But that's exactly it. It's like, I can't, like, what's interesting? Like, at this point,
Going up on
it's
stage
like,
and eating shit, or
yeah, but that's not my life.
getting the news called on your school for
my life.
bad reasons. Getting suspended from school in any way.
It's fucking something I'm terribly ashamed of. Like, I'm not fucking proud of that for one bit. Like, fucking, yeah, not at all. Not at all fucking
I know,
proud.
yeah. But it's even that, the shit that you're ashamed of, like, not that I'm saying that specifically, but even the shit that you are ashamed of beside that
I mean,
could help people, bro.
yeah, they're all fucking stories to tell, and there's always lessons. That's the beauty of listening to, you know, people talk about life experiences, is that you can learn different things, mistakes, things to do, things like not to do from other people. But like, I don't have it fucking like, for one, I feel like there's a difference in telling a story about what happened and then like talking about a life experience. Talking about a life experience is something that I enjoy and I like to do. But like, if I were to talk about all the fucking times I've been to Italy and all the fucking cool shit that I've seen in Italy, it's like, to me, it's like I've seen it like I've been to Italy a lot. So now to me, Italy is still beautiful and like it's still like holds special place. It's not like it's nothing to me, but like a lot of people think that's like, holy shit, that's so cool, and I'm like, oh, it's just, just another one summer out of
But it
2
is
years.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is cool. At the time that I got to drive up around like in the mountains, like some guy took us for a ride in his Ferrari, like this fucking 4-seater Ferrari Mondiale. Like, that's fucking cool. But it's like one of the many things that just, it's like disappears into the background of like all these experiences of going on like up Mount Etna and going to fucking do this, going to Taormina, going to
Yeah, but
beach,
shit.
blah, blah.
But I think more recent, bro.
more recent. I feel like more recent has been like, if you want to call it the character arc, the character development. There's a lot of shit going on, but like, I had to tell stories about New York and seeing things, but like being in New York and then like the shit that I was dealing with, it's like, it's still fresh. So it's like, I don't even know how to like describe it all, but like, that's all me figuring out me. Like, oh, I mean, fair enough. But that is a good story, I guess, at some point.
I'm thinking
That's a
even
difference.
more recent. Since you got back.
What do you mean? My girlfriend?
Yeah.
What about it?
You ain't mentioned one time how like that's been a pretty big development.
I mean, yeah, it's a huge development, but like once again, that's like something for me. It's like, dude, that's a great fucking example, to be honest, about what I'm talking about. Like the whole concept of what we're talking about is, it's like, if I go to, and I did for a little when it was brand fucking new, and I was like still trying to figure out what everything like meant. I was going to fucking everybody and telling them about it. Like, okay, this is what the fuck's going on. But like now that shit's going, it's going well. It's like, if I continue to talk to, like, yeah, I mean, I called my friend and like the friends that I haven't seen like from back home, and I talked to them like, yeah, I got a girlfriend, you know, she's blah 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 blah. But I don't even get into it like I did with you guys at the beginning.
Well,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna get into it again. Like, not get into, like, if they asked me, I would tell them. If they asked me, I would tell them. But like, if I'm on the phone with them, it's like I don't want to just talk about me and just that stuff. Like, I want to, you know, mention other shit, but like, I'm not gonna bring it up again.
I don't know. You definitely do better than me in that department, bro.
What do you mean?
Because, bro, I know you guys don't think so, but I fucked up bad, real bad. Like, so I was kind of got too big for my britches, and had this development where I ended up inviting a girl that I liked to a show. But I thought that this was the most confident I had going into a set because it's every time I've told this story, it kills, but I just didn't deliver. I fucked up a little bit and then didn't get to getting around to finishing the story because I got the light. And yeah, but not gonna blame the umpire. Yeah, exactly. But bombed bad. I mean, so first time brother saw comedy, first time that your girlfriend saw it, and then this girl I liked and her friend. Fucking, man, that hurt. But so this is where it took even a harder turn was where we were workshopping this bit and just got stabbed through the heart by this dude that followed me, big black guy, or what we call the BBC, a big black comedian, which is, if you're taking a glance at me, is kind of the kryptonite from guys like me. But he was like, God damn, girl, you fine as a motherfucker. What's your name? Nice to meet you. I'm like, God, bro, fuck. When it rains, it fucking pours.
He said it different than what you just did. And I think the way he said it was better. It's like, damn, girl, you fine as hell. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, that sounds more like it. I fucked up what he said, but the gist is essentially the same. But dude, yeah, no, that was a tough ride home. And then Ty's just sitting in the passenger seat doing the sermon on the fucking mound at 11:30 at night. I'm like, dude, shoot me through my temple, please.
Listen, bro, everything that happened to you, in my eyes, not like comedy-wise or blah, 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 but the way that you felt was because you went into it too much. And I know because I've been down that road a bajillion times. But like,
before you got here.
But hello?
But just keep going.
No, I know. I'm still gonna keep going. But what were we saying? That everything that like happened, it's like, dude, you didn't lose out on anything, but you like made it so much of a big deal, I suppose, in your head that then that made it happen. Everything that happened. Like, fuck it. Like, it wasn't that.
Dude, it stung like crazy, bro. I went to my room after we got home and just stared at the ceiling, listening to music. I was like, dude, that couldn't have gone any fucking worse. And like, I wouldn't say I've like killed it all yet, because like I'm still very new, but I definitely didn't bomb like that. I definitely got some laughs, like getting better each time, but that one was by far the worst. Like that one, whoo, fuck, man, that was bad.
I can understand that. But like the way with the whole situation with the girl, blah blah blah, is it just like
that ship sailed?
You gotta take it in stride. The ship did not sail. And me and my girlfriend, who are in tune, both could see the fact that there was still that the chance that you could have easily salvaged that. That there was nothing there wasn't even there was nothing broke. It's like you got a flat tire and said, I need to throw the car away. That's basically the equivalent of what you did.
No, it wasn't like that. Nah.
100%.
But
100%, because you're like,
I fumbled.
I fumbled the bag. Blah, blah, blah. You didn't fumble shit. The only reason you fumbled it is because you remember what you fucking said something to me about, like, you're already like throwing it away before you even started or some shit like that.
Dude, the way I envisioned that. Oh man.
Like you fucking, all you had to do was just in your mind believe that you didn't fumble the bag, because you didn't fumble the bag. And everyone was telling you didn't fumble the bag. And so all you had to do in that situation was just
I would have know. I would describe that like definition fumble the bag.
You didn't, like, remember you were talking about me fumbling the bag and how I always fumble the bag? You were just talking to me about fumbling the fucking
different.
bag. It's not different. It's the fucking same.
Nah, bro.
Yes, it
I
is.
failed in front of a crowd of people.
Who gives a fuck? That's when you show the character, bro. That's when you show your character. If you fail and then you can pick yourself up and be like, no big deal. Then the bitch is going to see that and be like, oh my God, I'm so fucking wet for you. But if you just fucking fail and then you go like, oh, fuck, that's the worst. Then her pussy dries up. So you had control of what happened after that, and then you fumbled.
Dude, it dried up in that 3 minutes. 3 minutes is all it took to dry up, bro.
Yeah, it took. No. 3 minutes it didn't do shit. 3 minutes made her wet because you fucking went and tried it.
I would.
Like fucking Jar Jar Binks in the fucking Gungan.
No.
Fucking, you didn't fumble the fucking bag.
No, let me tell you.
You fumbled the bag. She even texted you after. I want to come.
No, don't go that far.
I am gonna go that far because that's what the fuck happened. I'm not taking it far at all. I'm still on the fucking road. I haven't even gone a little off the path. That's exactly what happened. And then you said before that point even got there, before you even opened that fucking message, you're like, I fumbled the bag. I fumbled the bag. And then that's why you fumbled the fucking bag. You didn't.
Do you remember the first song I played when we got in the car?
I don't fucking know. I have no fucking clue.
Fucking lucid dreams.
Whatever. That's some pussy shit.
Oh, bro,
Stop
juice
being a
for
pussy.
me. Oh, dude, no.
Yes. Stop.
I took my lumps that night, man.
You didn't. Well, you did take your lumps, but you took your lumps and fucking kept fucking hitting your lumps on the wall. You kept hitting your.
No, I hit my lumps and then got hit with more lumps.
You didn't get hit with no more.
And then got hit with more
You
lumps.
didn't get hit by more lumps. You took lumps in the club, and that was it. And once you left the club, you kept hitting your fucking self. You kept like fucking massaging your bruise. That's like the fucking equivalent of what you were doing. You kept massaging your fucking bruise. Relax.
It was bad. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm fine. Like I am fine, but I do look back at that and laugh. I'm like, dude, wow, did you really set yourself up there, pal? Like, ooh, boy, you really thought you were going to pull that off, huh? It's like the conversation I have with myself with it. It's like, I really did envision going up there. I'm like, oh, dude, the dude, man, it'll kill. That's sure to kill. Like, oh, yeah, people are coming out. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one right here. And then if I go up, kill, get off, I'm like, pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I mean, this is what stand-up comedy is like. You know, right now, not for real, but yeah, no, I was hoping that would be like my end for sure. Is like being funny, which I mean, you can bomb once and still be funny, but definitely was not funny that night.
That is correct.
The night got funny. I didn't mean to cut you off, my bad.
How did the night get funny?
Just looking back on it, like, just that mixed in with getting up, bombing. That dude followed me and hitting on the chick I brought with. Oh, dude, all of it. Bad.
Yeah, bad. But not as bad as you're fucking saying, though. But that's for next time. If you do the same shit again, then I'm going to have to start fucking beating up on you because you're fucking being a little bitch.
Yeah. We'll get him next. We'll look him next time. We're going to run out of buns for BLTs, bro. The way y'all put down these sandwiches.
What you got there? I'll relay the message. Is that roast beef? Roast beef, ham, and salami. Nice. That's a good one. Pepper jack cheese.
A triple hitter is what we'll call that.
Yeah, triple hitter.
Triple hitter with cheese. Oh. Dude, I love doing that every time. I'm like I'm not eating and somebody else is next to me.
Sorry, folks. Motherfucker was trying to drink out of some water.
Yeah, he fucking puked on the lights earlier. Had a
I thought
big
we weren't
set.
talking
No,
about
we
this.
can,
I thought
but
we weren't
no,
talking about
I'm saying like him coming through and fucking around. But yeah, we had it set back, starting off a little late because the motherfucker went behind the couch and puked all over my lights. That probably whenever by the end of this, when they cook up, it's gonna smell like fried cat vomit.
Yeah.
Did you click the meow button?
Yeah,
Good call.
Just I can't let that go unsaid though, because he's trying to be a comedian. I definitely did say that.
What?
No, I was just making a joke that you stole my joke.
What?
Oh, that I was gonna smell like fucking fried kibbles and all that shit.
Well, yeah. No, I wasn't gonna
Fried
steal your
vomit.
punchline, but it is gonna be hot cat vomit by the end of this.
It is indeed.
Stole your premise, not your joke.
I'll fight you for it. But yeah, no, it fucking was easy peasy though. You didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Fuck no.
You just got to get work done.
It was so much too. It's like he puked everything he had up.
Yeah, and the juice too, dude. I had fucking cat vomit juice on my hands.
The juice is the worst part.
It's fun, dude. Swimming around in it, dude. Sometimes you gotta.
Nasty bastard.
get
He has a
wet.
weak belly.
I mean, definitely don't help that he's drinking outside water. I wonder how many fucking like microbacteria fucking come in from all the bugs and shit.
Dude, I can only imagine how much puke he had out in the woods, bro. After eating, scarfing out a lizard, just go yak it up real
I bet
quick.
you he wouldn't, because I bet you he'd eat grass, because that's what cats do. They fucking when you let them out, they eat grass and shit, and it like fucking like helps with their stomach. I've seen it.
Boy, pukes everything up. Bastard.
He's talking about the cat.
He's a bastard.
Weston's fucking one rule. We're not talking about the cat. And he's a motherfucker. Starts talking about the cat. I had to decide.
How did that work?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
You asked me. Same way that you fucking bombed because you were thinking about not doing it. Or not bombed, but the same way you fumbled the bag. You were thinking about you were thinking about fumbling the bag, so you fumbled the bag. Thinking about not talking about the cat, so you talked about the cat.
Yeah, dude.
Life lessons. But fucking anyway, we're gonna move right
On to the
past
next.
The train, yep. Keep the train going, Polar Express. But
Dude, we're going to the beach Saturday.
you guys are going to the beach on Saturday?
Yeah, bro. Can't wait.
With who?
Oh, dude. Going with my cousins. They were like our favorite people to hang out with. I had like a lot of super dope memories with them as a kid. Like so many funny stories. But it's just the first time that because one of them moved up to Georgia. The older one just had a fucking baby like less than a year ago, and the little sister just graduated high school, I believe, or is about to graduate high school, I believe. So we're getting to link up with them at the beach, hang out, reconvene, reminisce. Be a good time.
Sounds like fun.
Fucking damn Franken, baby. That's what yeah, he fucking used to rap. He just became a professional esports gamer for Mortal Kombat. His rap name was Franken Baby because he has a big ass head. Or he did as a little kid. It looked like his head was too big for his body. So we called him Franken Baby. He'd run around.
It's pretty sick. Franken Baby and the fucking...
He's actually a good rapper. He was actually a really good rapper, believe it or not. Like, I was really surprised by that. Like, he would send me his songs. I'd be like, damn, dude, it's pretty fucking solid. Never really got anything that big, but I thought it was good.
Fair. That's cool.
We used to try to do you're a big fan of the Naked and Afraid shows too, right? Like the Live and whatever the other ones are called.
Never watched them, except when Ty watched them here, and I watched them with him. It's the only time I've ever seen that shit.
Damn. But
I like Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls is a fucking...
he was, yeah. They had this show called, what was it called? Dual Survival. So we would go out, and they lived in like towards the woods, and we would try to like build outdoor forts. But then there was one time that me and Caleb both sat in a giant fucking fire ant hill. Like we set our fort right up on top of it and just laid on it. It just got eaten alive by ants, dude. All the time. Yeah, I got to the. Yeah, we built on their property, and they went and tore us down. Oh, have you ever been lit up by insects before?
Can't say I have, but
You never been like stung or anything?
nope.
For real? Never. Never ants, never bees, never wasps, nothing. Spider even?
I mean, fucking sure. I've been bit by bugs, but nothing memorable. Just bugs.
Bro, you just had this shit recently.
I got bit by fucking ticks. So what? Fleas, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So what? I just got fucking bit a lot. It was annoying. But fucking just itched a little bit.
Why is he shutting that
it's
so
not
slow?
fucking- Yeah. And bet.
Yeah. But
Fucking move on. Let's move and fucking keep chugging along. Fucking.
what are you up to?
No, we got to talk about some real fucking deep shit. We were on to something before we started the podcast, and then we fucking kind of derailed, going back into like stories and just talking about fucking shit. Like,
I mean,
fucking.
I don't know. That might just be a me and you thing. Like, do you want people to see that?
See what?
Like the.
Bro, that's exactly what I was saying. That in my opinion makes a good fucking podcast is when you don't talk about surface level bullshit that you can talk to anybody about. You can go to fucking the guy. You can talk to fucking the guy at Publix about fucking all the shit you did as a kid, but you're not gonna open up to him about your fucking like inner workings and insecurities or whatever the fuck. That's when you really get to know somebody. So that's what I think the good people deserve to know, so they can really understand what really makes us tick. You know, the little shit. That's what I think the good people deserve. Maybe it's not what they need, but it's what they deserve. And I think we're the fucking Batman and Robin for our own little fucking thoughts about what go on in this fucking little world that is the compound.
I mean, like, what do you want to dig into?
I mean, we don't gotta fucking dig into anything, but we just gotta fucking see where the dirt shifts. Cause like we were talking about decent amount of shit before. We were just fucking talking about like stories and all that, like getting like interesting and fucking. It's like we kind of fucking milked that cow, to be honest. But like I don't know, fucking what did I got? Fucking these aren't podcast ideas, but these are our own personal writings. That I would fucking recommend. Like I know you write for fucking comedy, but fuck all that. I would start writing your own like personal thoughts, like what happens in your like head, almost like out onto the paper, because that like helps clear your thoughts. I've heard like many people have said like writing helps, and then like listening. I've been listening to a lot of the Church of What's Happening Now recently, and just the podcast where it's Joey and Lee, because those are the deepest ones, in my opinion. Not the deepest. There are deep ones with other guests as well, but the other guests kind of take away from the dynamic. It's almost like an uncle. You know, they say uncle like type shit. And so he was talking about how he writes and how it helps him. And as soon as I started writing, now this is old. This is some bullshit that I wrote probably fucking in New York 2 years ago. Just about like we were talking about the shit that's interesting. Like this is it. This is all the shit that I could think of that I actually fucking like.
Speaking languages?
Yeah, I love fucking learning languages, speaking different shit. I mean, I know little bits of Russian, a little bit of Polish, a little bit of...
The dream? Yeah. What is your dream?
What dream? Where does it say dream?
What is your dream?
My dream? I don't know. What is my dream? A dream is almost to me unrealistic. So I don't think about dreams. I think about what I can
Yeah,
achieve.
I'm different in that.
Well, because think about it. I dream. What's a crazy dream that I had? I can't even fucking remember. But it's like I could dream fucking. Okay. I dreamt about being a professional soccer player when I was in high school, and I was like fucking trying to like, and that's what I was working at. Like fucking when I was playing soccer.
Yeah,
really
but
trying.
your dream then is through a 16-year-old frame. You're 25. You can look through that frame on what your dream is now. That it's just a different perspective.
But my dream changed. But like
you can have a more realistic and thought out dream now compared to at that age where you really can't.
But
You
I
don't know
view
how
it,
the real
I
world
don't
works
view
yet.
my plan now as a dream because to me it's not a dream. It's simply a vision that is yet to be accomplished. So like a dream is something that is imaginary. It's in fantasy land. It doesn't exist. But a vision is something that you want to accomplish. And so that's how I look at it. Is it's like my life goals are my life vision. It's what I have envisioned for my life, and where that vision comes from, it comes from, you know, between me and God, and then little fucking things on the outside. But it's still a vision. And then I have dreams. Obviously, like I would love to be fucking the best rally car driver in the world or some shit like that. But I got to be realistic. I'm too late in the game at this point. The best rally car drivers have already been driving rally cars for 5 years, or even since they were 18, so 7 years. So like, I'm not gonna be one of them, and I could be one of the best in the world, but not the best, not even one of the best in the world. Because, as I said, gotta be realistic. I don't know where I stand, but like. So yeah, that would be the dream, I guess, to say, is to be like the best at something in the world.
Yeah, I don't know if I like mine's out there. So like mine's very long, a lot that goes into it, and I don't know if saying that on here is the best idea.
But that's not But then I feel like that's. What do you mean? Like a dream is, like you said. If you ask me, is what's your dream? It's to be this. Or
Well,
that.
I
It's
mean,
short.
I
It's not long. It's pretty easy to say what your dream is.
I mean, because I have a lot that I want to do in this life. I want to, obviously, I want to be very good at stand up. And my natural kind of way of going about things is like trying to be the best I possibly can be. So I've dedicated a lot of my thought, a lot of my like vision, how to keep pushing forward, how to get better. And that does beat me up a lot whenever I'm not getting there, but I'm trying. I don't know, you know.
You just pressed me about my dream. Like, what do you mean? So, like, you want to be the best. You want to be the best that you can be. That's your dream.
Yeah, but there's a lot that, I mean.
But like I said, to me, that doesn't sound like a dream. It sounds like a vision, because a vision is something you want to accomplish.
Well,
a dream is
yes.
something that is like, it's like if I could just like twist the pieces and make it happen, what would I do? What would I be?
It's very like that. That's like personal. Like I know what it is, but like
How is it personal? How is your dream personal? Like, I'm confused because, as I said, like a dream is something like it's just a dream, like it's something.
Because you know what it is. We talked about it. I don't. You know why that's not good to talk about on here. You know.
No, I don't.
Yes, we've had this combo, like, of what I want to turn everything into. Yes, like, that's not...
But once again, to me, that's a vision. So you don't have to fucking say your vision, just say what's your dream. You asked me what my dream was, and I just explained to you how I view everything in my life is like the things that I have planned that I want to achieve are visions to me, because they're simply things that haven't been accomplished yet. Whereas a dream is something that, like, even if I accomplished everything I accomplished, like, it would be improbable that I achieve. Like, fucking, is being an NFL fucking head coach a dream to you? Because you're not like going anywhere in that direction.
No,
like,
but that would be something I would have wanted to do.
Is that a dream?
No, not anymore. It was at one point. It could have been if I would have went that route, but no, I didn't go that route.
Once again, I feel I see a disconnect.
No, I know what you mean. But my dream is like just bringing back to my family. That's all it is, and that's comes from deep rooted shit that I don't know. That I don't like talking about just from the sense of to certain people because it comes off as arrogant and like wanting to be like or like narcissistic. I don't like that shit. Like because it like makes people think that that's how I am. And it's not really how I think it.
But if that makes people think that, then there's a reason, right? There's a reason, especially if it's multiple people, not just one person. If multiple people think the same thing, then there must be a reason behind that, right?
No, dude, no, it's not like that. It's things from like back in the day. So it's, I don't talk to it with many people. So,
but
for that reason,
if your dreams are rooted on things in the past, then how are you supposed to pursue dreams that are the best for you in the present if you're still stuck on things in the past?
It's not a stuck on thing in the past. It's I understand why that's there, so I just don't talk about it because I get where that gets painted that way. I'll deal with that on my own accord. Nobody needs to know that. Like
so then, like, is my dream supposed like? That's what I'm confused. You're the one who presented the question of a dream, and so
yeah, but you had an answer. I just don't have an answer like that. Mine's it's not like
listen. I didn't have an answer either. I came up with one, but we can move past all that because
no. But I'm saying like if I came out and say I want to be one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time, everyone's like, get a load of this faggot.
Get a load of this faggot. What are you talking about? That's a fucking dream. People gonna look at me and say, what is this fucking faggot? 24 years old and he lives in Florida and is fucking touching himself or fucking snorting fucking and cat piss or whatever the fuck. He's not doing anything to actually be a rally car driver. And instead his dream is to be, I mean, I did say the dream was more to be the best at something in the world, more specifically than like a rally car driver. But it's the same fucking concept. Is this motherfucker's not doing shit? How is he supposed to be the best at anything? Get a load of this faggot. But that's what a dream is. It's like, okay, if everything, like I want to be the best at something in the world and I want to strive to achieve my dream, I'm going to accomplish my vision and strive to accomplish my dream as well. And then hopefully my dream becomes accomplished through my vision as well. Because if I become the best at something in the world, that's a dream. And with enough work, it could be done. But as I said, it's a dream at this point. I don't know. It's not a vision. It's not something that I can say, okay, if I do X, Y, and Z, I'll accomplish A.
But I wouldn't say that would be my answer either. I want to just find my niche. Whatever. But then, keep doing the other dreams that I have and keep writing that out. But in that, like, I don't want to show my cards. So, like, because everything is kind of out there.
So you don't want to what? Show your hearts?
Cards.
I mean, that makes sense, I suppose, but I thought, life is like about not being afraid to like show your cards.
Yeah, on some spots, but just not that. Just because, like, I haven't reached point A, so why would I? I don't know. It's like they don't need to know my next move kind of thing on the rest of them, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really. That's something that. Yeah, I don't have an answer, but this is one of those. I don't know. I do want to meet a lot of people. That's like a big dream too. Like I just want to go out and just, kind of like Rogan kind of does in a way, like where he just finds shit he wants to do, finds shit that he likes, and just goes and keeps checking off boxes and keeps it pushing. But you had to reach a certain point in life and certain resources and obtain certain freedom to go out and do what you want to do. So I just try to find out what I'm good at right now and ride those waves and see if I can eventually get to that point. Try my hardest to do so.
Yeah. No, that's a worthwhile thing. You got to meet people. You got to talk and socialize. It's a good dream.
Yeah.
But I respect. I think in the future, like as I said, the vulnerability is what really fucking stands out to people. I think not being afraid to like just fucking share, because that's what a lot of people have nowadays is fear of judgment or fear of all this stuff. It's like fuck it, like ultimately, people can use anything that you say against you nowadays, and it's fucking a scary thing. But if you think about it, nowadays people can fucking use things you don't even say against you with it, like because they fucking can just AI synthesize your fucking voice. We talk, they can fucking get an AI person to synthesize our voice and fucking make us say whatever they want. So it doesn't even matter. Like just fucking, I feel like not being afraid and just putting yourself out there.
Fuck, I don't know why I just got sent with this image, but dude, this has been like this thing that keeps creeping back to my brain like an earworm right now, and I have no idea why, but I keep going down these YouTube wormholes I found this channel called the Y-Files, and it talks about like shit beyond the Antarctic wall and like all these different special like secret missions that people have gone to certain planets and gone and like met different civilizations and like have lived 10 years amongst them, that all these different UFO stories. But like when we were just, I have no idea where it came from, but like just thinking back, I don't know if we talked about it on the last one, but bro, that fucking UFO. So I did this final paper from my astronomy class, and it was over just UFOs, fun topic, whatever. But whenever you were in New York, I was going through pictures to find for it and saw this fucking black cigar-shaped thing over the LaGuardia airport and sent that shit to you and was like, is this what you saw? Like, dude, I saw this story about this black cigar-shaped thing landing somewhere over in Britain, and there was a dude that like was stuck up in a tree basically fighting two aliens and a robot. And that's like still they couldn't prove it wrong. Like military came in and like like I guess spruced up the scene, told him that whatever, but everybody thought he was crazy. Still never changed his story. Still has like lost a lot of shit in his life, but still says the same thing.
Yeah, like 2 aliens and a robot. Sounds like the guy was high on meth.
Nah, dude, he shot this robot twice with a bow and arrow, and like
he was definitely high. Come on now.
But no, he brought the arrow back with shrapnel on it, like some bullshit on it, and then the military confiscated it and he never got it like back again. Like, and then like he did have a little bit of evidence apparently. I don't know how crazy that shit was, but dude, high hearing that, bro, it was so dope. Like I was like, holy shit, that's crazy, bro. Just imagine, like, so you, like, it was with 2 hunting buddies, and they got split off. And you're supposed to go back to camp if you were separated from the group, but then it got too dark, and he got lost. And he had to, like, camp up in a tree, and then he saw this light come up. Thing comes into his frame of vision, and then beings pop out. And he, like, moved, and then they saw him. Dude, that I was like, holy shit, that'd be fucking terrifying. Like you're in the middle of a forest and you just like, holy shit, what are those? Like, and you're just like, you might accidentally let out a fart and they're just like, hey, they'll just look up at you like, what the fuck? And then you see robot come out, and then a second robot come out. Dude, I would literally poop my pants in that tree.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would make you poop your pants. But I'm just confused. Where does that have to tie into the AI and all that stuff?
No, so yeah, I kept seeing this like channel and whatever, and that same object keeps coming up, like that same black cigar shaped thing, and it lands. Sometimes it doesn't, but it just stays stationary in the air. And a bunch of people have claimed that they've seen it just like that, and that's very interesting to me, considering you've seen that as well.
It's very interesting, but I still fail to see where that ties in.
I don't know. I get occasionally like this weird brain thing where I just get sent like aliens. Like my brain's on like permanent ancient aliens, but I don't know why. Like I get these thoughts. I don't know. I'm nuts, bro. When on that. And YouTube constantly feeds me that in my algorithm. They're like, oh, we got something for you. People, there were 10 fucking military people, and they were sent to another planet. They got to live there, and they saw cloning. They saw this. They saw that. They saw this crazy shit. I'm like, whoa, this is cool. That's why I like Star Wars, bro. It's like the same thing. What if it was real? That'd be nuts.
It would be nuts, but yeah, as I was saying, they totally derailed, but just fucking, that's where I think, and people, all 10 people who watch this will let us know or not. Fucking, I'm counting on you, David. Fucking being open, that's where people get to like you and get to know you. Because that's what people need nowadays, is people who aren't scared to fucking put themselves out there and be themselves, because that's
what I mean. Yeah, that's what I do. Go up on stage and do it, this shit. I mean, yeah, do it.
Okay.
But I don't know. There's just some things you don't say out loud. I mean, that's just, everybody knows that.
Sure, but that's the whole point that I'm making, is that nowadays we need people who don't have that, who are not afraid to like let people know their dirty secrets and stuff like that. That's something that I've noticed and that I'm striving to be like, because if you're a glass, if you're a magnifying glass, and you have bits of dark tape over little bits, then you can't see the full picture and magnify things fully, because there's always going to be something hidden. And if you start removing the tape and you get a clear lens, then you can see everything and magnify on everything. And I think
yeah, but bro, opening up about some shit's gay. unless it's just me and you hanging out, talking, whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a macho societal construct that is not like, dude, come on now. I opened up about doing fucking.
No, that's
cocaine.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's dope. Like that's not
dope.
No,
it's not dope at all.
No, I'm not saying that shit was dope. But like opening up about some things, but I'm not gonna like say, why do I hold certain feelings for certain things? It's like, no, I
yeah, then
right.
that's the difference. While maybe not the pure the pure thoughts aren't gonna manifest themselves if there's like an audience or whatever, but like, yeah, like fucking, I don't know, like this shit fucking here, this fucking little excerpt from my fucking journal about fucking need to be doing more. It's like, that's honestly not even that personal.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Let's see. This is okay. Yeah, this is about the anxiety shit that I was dealing with this morning. Like, I woke up with a fucking tight chest this morning. I was all fucking. There's a bunch of little like things that just fucking kept playing into it. But like, let's see, woke up with a tight chest, and it's like it all started with like this little bullshit of like, what is a quick question to you because I wanted to ask, what is what does this message mean? It's not something someone sends. It's like the free message receiver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unable to receive messages, unable to receive message blocking is active. What does that mean to you?
Somebody blocked you?
Exactly, right?
Who was it?
My girlfriend, the phone that I used to talk to my girlfriend. So like I woke up this morning, said good morning, and I got that message, and I was like, what the fuck?
No, they might just have their shit off right now.
Or whatever it was, but that's the first thing that I got when I woke up. After I kind of like I had nightmares last night that I don't remember what they were, but I like know that like the feelings that I woke up with are just uneasy. Like it just, as I said, I didn't feel good this morning, and then that happened, and then like I said, that's where it started, like the tightness, blah blah blah. But like when I looked into it, it came from the dreams, and then this isn't even that fucking personal. I'll open up. I don't care.
Yeah. Like that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with open up about anxiety shit. I mean,
I don't know. I'll open up about anything in a certain regard. I'm not gonna say, as I said, not pure thoughts, but I will discuss it. I've tried to be that person that will discuss anything and be open about it, and I think that that's what the world needs nowadays. Because too many people are scared about judgment, scared about being canceled, scared about not getting views or whatever the fuck it is, and then they don't truly be themselves and open up about everything.
yeah, I mean, I got, about my Green Goblin shit. I mean, I've talked about that plenty on here. That's around me constantly. Like, sometimes it's quiet, sometimes sometimes I get a little too high and it's really fucking loud.
Yeah.
Didn't need any weed after shit goes really bad. It's in your forefront, but
yeah, and so therefore I wouldn't even call it. It's not a Green Goblin. That's just when your mind is most receptive to hearing the voices, but it's something that's constantly latched on. Excuse me.
yeah, no, it fucking sucks.
Well, yeah, and the only way to deal with it is deal with it head on.
I do. But those are still those thoughts. It's like, I can keep them bottled up and still move past them. I don't need to, like, say them to address them. I can address them. Like, nothing's, like, tearing me up. I can still get through it.
But if you bottle up shit, you compress things, and then more and more shit gets packed into the same size bottle because your bottle can only handle so much.
The fuck was
Some
that?
shit fell downstairs. But your
was
bottle
gonna
can
break
only
itself.
handle so much. And so if you just keep everything bottled up inside, like you have to pour shit out in order to let new shit get in.
I mean, yeah, but
And that's where writing comes down. If you don't want to say it, write it. Write your thoughts down.
yeah, but I'm fine. Like, I get doing that if I'm not fine, but I'm fine. Like, I'm not. Things are good. Life's good.
But is that what you're just telling yourself? Because I've been there.
I mean, no, it sucks, but like, I mean, I'm not happy where I'm at the moment, but I'm still happy on the journey that I'm on. Like, there's no sense in being like, oh fuck, everything's fucked. Like, yeah, that's still naturally in our human minds, but it's like, if looking past that, I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to the first breath I take every morning. I'm blessed with the gifts that I was given. Like, I have so much to be thankful for and grateful for that. All the bullshit, like, yeah, sometimes it hits harder than some, like all the good, but I'm relatively good.
Yeah, but at times when it hits, that's the time that, I mean, I don't know, my personal experiences, it's like, I don't have anything really going on now, but at times in my life I've ran and kind of like well, I say it in my head. I look at it as running, but and you could also look at it as bottling it up or whatever you want to say. It's just like not just choosing to say, okay, all this shit that's bothering me, whatever, my life is fine. Like, look at me, I'm breathing, I got a car, you know, fucking job, I can eat, I can get high, whatever the fuck I got going on, I can do. But all that shit that bothers me, I just stuff it down. And then after long enough, you stuff enough shit down to where it overflows and in bottles
Yeah, but you don't necessarily even have to bottle it. You can just like think of just walking down a road and it's like, yeah, I have some bullshit on this part of my drive right now, but if I literally just am still looking at my destination, then I'm fine. Like,
but
it's
yeah, but if you're still looking at your destination, but you're running on 4 flat tires because you chose not to look at all the rocks and sharp shit in the road, it's like there's certain things.
yes, but I'm not to that point, so it's like I'm not like worried about it.
Yeah, but you're not to that point, and you're not worried about it, and I understand and respect that. But like from shit that I've done in my past and the way I dealt with things, it's like if I would have stopped and dealt with it at the time that it bothered me instead of just letting it go, oh, it's okay, letting it go unchecked. And then it got me to the point where it was fucking like real fucking heavy or whatever. Then like I feel like I would have been better off. Obviously, I wouldn't be in the exact position I'm in now, but maybe I would have been at a better position or whatever the fuck. Who knows? So I just feel like through my experience, like you don't have to fucking, like you said, you don't have to fucking go and say it out here, but maybe just writing it down. Because if you write it down, like as I said, I heard Joey say this, and like kind of applying it to my own, it makes sense. It's like when you write your thoughts down and reread them, it's like you could kind of like see, oh, okay, maybe I didn't need to worry about that, or you look at it from a different light, because thinking a thought and writing a thought is different, and writing a thought and reading is different, and reading that thought is different. So like, so maybe just you say you're not at that point yet, but maybe just writing. Like if you get the Green Goblin thoughts and just going and like writing out how you feel in that moment, and then just you get it out. You don't have to.
Yeah, but bro, I think of that shit like it's like having bad little Snapchat memories. So like one day I'm gonna come across all these writings, and be like, God damn, dude, such a pussy. Why are you doing that? But like you're so gay.
See, that's a personal mindset that I personally think is.
Because I still go back and look at like old Snapchat memories, and that's all I can fucking think. It's like so fucking gay. So like not, you know, like just like, or certain things like what a crybaby. Like no fucking none of that.
But like, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm going through my Snapchat.
Some are good, obviously, but
I get the same thing. Where you, oh my fucking cheese, bitch.
So like that's like the same thing. I feel like that would be almost that to like a different level. It's like not all the girl brain thoughts were put on the Snapchat, but
that's the whole thing.
They would be on writing because they all still have it. It's just
girl brain. That's another thing too. It's like what the
bro. It's stop looking at it so literally. It's just a phrase. It's like,
but it's just a phrase that manifests itself in a real thing. Like, what do you mean, girl brain, dude? There's no such thing.
Because it's like, this like or like yeah, I don't know. It's just bitching, you know.
But exactly, you're looking at it as like a negative thing. And there's a bit like if you go too far into bitching, it's negative. But if you vent, that's not that's just automatically girl brain now.
Most vents look like bitching, bro. Like you're bitching about something. Like I mean that's and I know I do that, but it's like
that's the whole fucking point. Then if you know you do that, it would be like basically the next time I hear you vent about something to me, I say, "Shut up, bro." Girl brain, and I just shut. And I cut you off.
I do dig that. I dig that when that happens. Like,
and I think that's fucking bullshit.
That's helped me a ton. Like I get, like even David Goggins says that. It's like, what do like, bro? I don't get any help from like. Anytime I hear my friends complaining about like where they're at or what's bugging them, this and that, I tell them like, bro, shut. Like, what are you bitching to me for? Like, what are you talking about? Like What are we going to accomplish? What are you planning to do? What do you want to be? Like, that's, I have no sense in sit here bitching.
If you take that mindset too literally, that's, you get a machismo thing where you're fucking like, oh, I don't need nobody. I fucking deal with everything in your problem. And that's great to have, but it doesn't work. And you know how I know? Because I tried to live it. I tried to get that fucking machismo. Fucking me in New York was machismo. Fucking trying to be like, I don't need nobody. I do this all myself. And it didn't. Only place it got me was fucking Lost. So it's a mix. It's a healthy. Everything is in moderation. You can't go fully into the, I'm gonna vent about fucking the fact that I don't know. I can't fucking find my keys, or I can't find my belt, or I spilled fucking coffee. You don't need to vent to it. It's like, fuck, that's annoying, and then move past it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But like, if you fucking dealing with some shit, and like, say you fucking break up with your girlfriend, you're going through some shit, and some guy is up there saying, all right, stop being a pussy. You got a fucking 2 legs and 2 feet and a brain. You could walk and get a new one. It's like, he's right, but you're dealing with shit that you have to fucking vent.
But bro, that kind of shit did help me get out of that. Like, it did. Like, that was when my best friends came by and were like, bro, you're fucking fine, bro. Stop fucking crying about this shit. You're fucking fine. And like, once I got to that point, it was like, you're right. Like, I don't need to be sitting here and fucking boo-hooing to myself. Like, I'm fucking fine. I got 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 legs. I can't walk.
Once you got to that point, but you had to deal with it first. You had to feel before you could deal. So like, yeah, you can't sit there and cry forever about it, and your friends are telling you the shit and they're right. But at the same time, there is a part of it like, well, what are you feeling? Okay, well, this is what you're feeling. I could get why you're feeling that. But you don't need to feel this way because you have 2 feet, 2 legs, and it's not the end of the world. So it's a little half and half. You got to let the feelings be touched, because like a stoic, people think of stoics as like mindless, fucking like emotionless people, but it's not people who are emotionless. It's just people who know how to deal with the emotions that they feel and not shut them out. So, like, if you just go and say, oh, I'm fucking, stop being a bitch, you're shutting the emotions out. You're not feeling them. If you take it too literally.
I don't know.
David
I see
Goggins
stoic
is David
as,
Goggins.
it's like, this is, I don't need to worry about it. So, like, they are kind of, like, ignoring it in a way.
Who?
Anybody. Like, if you look at it through that, like, it's like, I don't need to worry about that. It's fine, whatever.
But
like, and it's not changing me emotionally.
They acknowledge it, though. It's acknowledgement. Then it's not, I wouldn't even say it's like forgetting about it, because they don't just put it, they just acknowledge it. And then once it's been acknowledged, it doesn't need to show itself anymore.
I don't know. When I went through my shit, especially if you want to say breaking up with a girlfriend kind of thing, it's like, nah. Whenever I was dealing with that, like, I saw how she dealt with it. I saw how I dealt with it. And I look back now, not comparing those two, but even at the time, it was like, bro, nobody gives a shit about you as much as you. Like, so you can't expect them to just care about it as much. And, you know,
but that's
like, they move past, like, if they move past it after a certain point, it's like, why can't you? Like, it is what it is. It's like, there is better ways to deal with it than just feeling bad for yourself. It's like I used to be that way, but it's like, once I got out of it, I was like, dude, this is much better. Like, it's just, I can acknowledge feeling like that, like, but it's just telling myself, like, stop being a pussy, like, works for me. Like, that's helped me a ton. It's just, I don't know, that's what my mom instilled in me, you know? Like, like, as much as I hated it growing up, it's like, nah. Like, whenever I stopped looking at it like it was wrong and feeling like that, just her being like, bro, you're fucking fine. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a pussy. Like, you're fine. And it worked for me. Like, that's just what I tried to tell myself to get out of shit. So, yeah, I felt bad even the other night. But it's like, stop being a bitch. Stop being a pussy. Make it funny for yourself. On to the next.
Yeah. I guess that's just a difference in people.
I mean, not to say like, yeah, I'm not saying like those feelings aren't still there, but it's like, I don't know. I've said before on here, like my inner monologue is like DMX, bro. It's like, stop being a bitch, stop being a pussy.
But
like screaming. It's like, bro,
that's
quit.
the whole thing. Like, why? Like, if it works, it works. But I mean, some things work better than others, and it's all about finding what works the best. And so, like I said, for me, trying to be the machismo man, it works, but it also creates like this side of you, at least for me, to where it's like you don't need anybody, where it's like, you know, fuck everybody else, like why do I need them? I can just deal with this all by myself. I don't need anybody else, and that's not a correct way to live.
Yeah.
Because,
bless you.
But it's just not a correct way to live. Like, you talk about breaking up, like the breakup shit. It's like when I broke up with Paige, and not Ty's Paige. It's a different one.
God, what? No, don't say that. Don't.
What do you mean?
Yeah, just keep going.
Just fucking
Yeah,
saying
sometimes I don't know. Just be careful with names.
I was just making a joke. Like,
Yeah,
Paige,
no, I know. I
Paige
got
out
the
of
joke. I thought it
Bible.
was funny. I was prepared to give you props after the pod. Like, I thought that was funny, but yeah, chill on this.
Yeah, Paige out of his Bible. But, like, because, like, that's kind of around the time, like, as funny as it sounds, like all that Andrew Tate shit was going around. So I was like,
Oh yeah, I
reading
remember
into it.
this.
And so, like, trying to be the machismo guy, like, it works to get you through that, but, like I said, you just, like, become, like, just almost numb to certain parts, to certain things. And it's not about being numb. It's about feeling and just knowing how to deal with those feelings. So, like...
Well, yeah, I understand the aspect of, like, you do have to teach yourself how to navigate that, sure. And, like, that's... But once you get to a point, you do find what works for you. And that's just... At this point in my life, that's what works for me. Like, that's what's gotten me to do everything around me. It's like that talk. It's like, stop being a bitch, stop being a pussy, just fucking do it. You have the abilities. Stop crying. You're fine. Do it.
But just doing it doesn't... I mean... Yeah.
Because when I do it like I go hard. So it's like all you got to do is just stop being a pussy, stop being a bitch, just do it.
100%. But like, I feel like everything you're saying makes sense. Just the way that it's being said just activates I guess I don't know if you want to say a nerve or something, but like, I feel like you can achieve the same the same outcome of just doing it. Like, don't be afraid, don't be a bitch, and do it, but not being like, you're being a pussy, you're being a bitch. Stop, just do it.
Yeah, but on the other end of it, it still feels like you're going after fun. You're going after fun. You do like what you want to go do. Like there is no like if with the fuck that shit, just do it. It's like. I could go be sad right now. But it's like, I also can go have fun right now and be happy. So, I see you. I appreciate it. Bye. Like, I'm going to go have fun. I can get out of that easily. Like, that's where, like, it's just like a choosing where to be. Like, you still wake up. And sometimes that might even be your default. But, like, you can choose to be at a certain point. You don't have to be like, I'm the fucking man, blah blah blah. You just go, no, I choose to go do what I wanted to do today. I go to choose to go talk to a certain person and not even talk about whatever's bugging me. It is like I could go play this video game. I can go watch this show, go to do this concert, go hang out with this friend. Like you don't have to hold on to shit all the time. It's like I understand why some things more crippling than others in terms of like going through some tough shit, but it's once you just kind of can keep it in check, keep it in control, you can still bookmark it, go back to it, but you still have to take care of yourself and go do the fun things and the shit you actually want to go and do. Don't let things like hold you back. Because whenever I was too sad and didn't want to go do anything, it held me back. And like, if it wasn't for the people around me at the time, like I would have never got back to the point I wanted to be because I didn't see it. I was too busy in my own head, in my own feelings to even see what's going on around. And yeah, no, I fucking hate that part. Like I go back and look at that. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking bitch. Like it's like, yeah, you did have to go through it to a certain degree, but it's like, wow, it's very clear once I got out of it. It's like, that's what that was. It was, everybody goes through like the first breakup, whatever, but like, I felt like I had gone one before that, but at that time, like, Mark would literally come and pull me out of fucking bed and be like, dude, you're coming to Walmart with me. Like some bullshit. Like just going out and doing shit. Go out and see the people you want to see. You want to go to Topgolf? You want to go do this? You want to do that? Like,
Yeah, because that sounds like.
but you're not where you want to. Just go fucking do
Sounds like
it.
depression.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, the first major breakup, like that happened when you were what, 17, 18?
The first real one? Before that one that happened?
Well, I mean, like.
That one that happened, I was 20. 20, turning 21. Like, early 2021. My birthday is.
So, like.
I mean, there was a lot more shit. I mean, there's a lot more shit that went into it than just that. But it was like, no, I was just sitting there, like, being a crybaby. Like, I would only talk about that with anybody. It's selfish. It was baby shit. And, like, I won't do that again. Like, that was, once I snapped out of it and looked back and saw that for what that was, I was like, dude, I really, like, if I came across that guy again, I would fucking hate him. Like, it's a dude.
But I would definitely feel like you can't hate that part of you because that is and was a part of you. Like, even if it was your past self, like, your inner child is still a part of you. So, like, if you want to consider that inner child, like, you have to acknowledge what that was at that time. And yeah, you can say, I would never do that again. But you have to, like, the only good way to, like, never repeat an action is to understand everything that went into what happened to lead up to the decisions, your mindset.
Yeah, no, I'm thankful for it. Like, I can recognize it and see it going back and still, like, understand that that's still a piece of my puzzle. But it's like, that is what not to be, like, for me personally. That's
right, what not to be. But, like, you just said it. It's like you were, that's all you would talk about, selfish, blah, 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 all the things you just said. All in your feels, wouldn't get out of bed. And it's like, you don't have to be at that same place again, but just because you're not at that same place doesn't mean that you're not feeling it or, like, thinking about it. Because, like when I go through something, I spend time, like, it's on my mind. And so I have to give it light of day, or else it's just going to be subconsciously on my mind forever and just going to eat me up. And then I give it some light, do what I got to do, and then move past it and try and continue back on with my life. And then sometimes it works better than others. But ultimately, I just try and find things that I enjoy doing to keep the lights on, for lack of better words. But you still have to, like, feel it. Like, when I broke up, like, I felt it a lot. And then, like, I was, all these songs and shit like that. But I was dealing with it, but moving at the same time. Because, I mean, granted, it's easy when you got a 9-to-5 job that you got to show up to. Just rinse and repeat, grind. And then, like, instead of, like, being, quote unquote, I'm trying to think when I got my racing simulator, if that was either before or after we broke up. But, like, filling the time with that.
Did you get it while you were in Illinois or in New York?
And we broke up when I was in New York. But I was living at the apartment in Maspeth. And then when, like, I remember getting it there and then getting, like, the chair and everything when I lived in Middle Village, which I'm pretty sure we had broken up before I moved to Middle Village. Or actually, maybe, like, no, we actually didn't break up at that point. It was a little after that. But regardless, like, I just did that. I started working out. I just found things that I enjoyed to fill my time, but, like, was still feeling it. And then, like, whenever I didn't have things going on, that's when I would, fall into that fucking, not even fall in, I don't know, tried with music. Like, I just did shit to, like, keep my mind busy, for lack of better words.
Yeah, no, and I agree. That's a good way to get out of it, is to just fill your brain up with so much more interesting and happy shit, where you don't even need to give that shitty situation that you just got out of your head. Like,
but that's the whole point of that is, it's like, you have to give it time to be in your head, because you got to deal with it. You got to understand, like, okay, you got to feel it. You got to know why you're feeling it, and then you got to move past it. But, like, you can't let it consume you in the process. It's like, it's a balance of, like, you have to let the fire burn, but you also have to tend the fire by keeping it cool. And, like, oh, that's actually fucking...
We're running long today.
And that's a great segue into, like, some of this shit that I wrote recently, because in the needing to be doing more, I said that, like, fill your time with things that fulfill your soul. Difficult things such as working and running and ice baths. Working out, running, and ice baths should be done to craft a mental blade. Enjoyable things should be done to cool the blade. Or wait, what does that say? Yeah, to cool the blade after it has been in the flames. And then to create a sharp blade, learn to focus and or expand upon thoughts effectively, blah, blah, blah. And then maintain the edge. So, like, when you're going through some shit, you're kind of, like, heating the blade up to try and, like, recraft it, or, like, fix any cracks or things in the blade. And then, like, you have to heat the blade up in order to craft it. You can't just keep it cool, because if you don't heat if you try and shape a cold blade, you're just gonna break it even more.
Yeah.
But you can't overheat the sword, or else it's gonna melt into, like, complete liquid. So you have to find that balance and then cool it, balance and cool it. And I feel like that's how you get through things. You can't just say, "Don't be a bitch." It worked, but you were also melting yourself at that point. So, like, you had to like completely ice the blade, or you were gonna lose it. So you did what you had to do at that point. And now it's like, now that you're past that, when you look back, or if you go through a similar situation again, it's knowing that it's like, if you go too hard with the being like, don't be a bitch, man up kind of thing, then you end up breaking your blade. But it's about feeling, and then, like, maybe doing stand up, or like what you said, the video games are going, you know what, stop being a feely Frankie for now, just fucking
Stop being gay.
Or stop being a gay Gary, whatever you want to say. And just fucking move past it. But then just know that at some point you're gonna have to go back, think about it, dwell on it, and then heat the blade up, and then just repeat. And so that's why I don't like the "don't be a bitch" mentality, for lack of a better words, is because it's good in certain situations, but if you apply it in all situations, and you end up damaging yourself more than helping.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that note, what are we at, like hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a long one today. Yeah, hour 18. Hour 18 is solid, see?
But
So opening up, I feel like being deep is where it's at. That's where you gotta, like...
we'll see. But like, comment, subscribe.
Sit down in
Fuck
the chair.
you. What?
For the outro, you gotta sit down, cuzzo.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Gotta show the face.
check out the Patreon.
Let the people know who they're getting to know. Yes, sir.
But deuces.
Anyway, y'all take it easy.